murder. At that time, I fell in a group of children that became the first group of children in the state of Texas that began to get tried and adjudicated and sentenced for crimes such as capital murder and murder in the early 90s. So we're the first group of children in America. So outside of Chicago, places like Chicago, California, New York, and Philly, there wasn't many places in America where children were committing violent crimes. So I fell in that group of children in the late 80s, early 90s, where America began to see children committing violent crimes. And that was really by way of the culture. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the product of our culture, the detriment part. So that's where a lot of people hear me speak out against rappers and rap lyrics and shit like that. Yeah.
And with that being said, what can you say pretty much influenced you the most to land yourself be there? Was it family? Was it friends? Was it music? Was it
around? Well, I didn't grow up in the hood. I grew up in a well-to-do neighborhood. My mother was very financially stable and affluent. But I had uncles who pimped. I had uncles who sold drugs. Just like any other kids who grew up in a well-to-do neighborhood that don't grow up in the hood. You grow up in your cousin's house. You grow up in your mama's house. And that's where you pick up all your hood traits and characteristics on top of the shit that you watch on television. So I was born in the 70s. So nigga, I'm the product of movies like The Mac, Superfly, Dolomite, and then niggas, for most of part of the 80s, you had movies like Penitentiary. So, you know, Penitentiary 1, Penitentiary 2, and so I'm a product of that, homie. So I never seen no hood shit up close and personal. It was all on television and in the rap music. So I learned how to smoke weed from listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony. Yeah, I didn't know how to smoke weed until they made a song called Put Smokers on Lead, Put Smokers on Lead. So I didn't know nothing about having menage a trois and threesomes until I started listening to rap music. Niggas didn't know you could fuck two girls at one time, so the rappers started telling us we could. Niggas didn't know anything about Moet, Chandon, and Champagne until the rappers started rapping about it. As a 20-year-old kid, I didn't know how to cook crack, nigga, until Master P made a whole song and taught you how to cook crack from step 1 to step 10. So, nigga, everything that we learn, everything that we get, we don't really get it from our parents. We reject our parents. We get it from what the rap niggas talk to us about. From learning how to kill, shoot, to the type of gun we carry. So, I'm a product of that. So, why not, when I grow up and start having children, and I see what's the greatest influence amongst black children, then why not speak out against it?
I can relate to a lot of those things for you, so you know what I'm saying?
Nah, nigga, you listen to you gonna want to film. You listen to Zero for a month, you ain't gonna trust your friends. You know, you're gonna be alone. So I learned to engage children from working in the juvenile system, working in the school. I learned how to engage children by finding out who they think a rapper is. Because they pick their rappers based on whatever traits they want to have or whatever traits they try to display.
So that being said, I don't really spoke on like family or whatnot. What type of role do you feel that your family played, you know what I'm saying, and who you are now? Like from, you spoke on the cousins, you spoke on grandma, you spoke on mom. What roles? I know you said like a lot of the good activities with grandma, your cousins, but like, what about like mom and dad? So yeah.
I was raised, like I was raised that come from good mothers. I think 90% of niggas is playing tough, acting tough, nasty. You come from mamas who taught you how to pray, made you say yes ma'am, thank you please, you're welcome. Most niggas come from mothers like that. We reject mothers. So I come from a hard-working mother, homie, a very loving mother. I've never seen a man come out of my mother's bedroom. I wasn't a little nigga who grew up in the household and heard a nigga fuck his mama. My mother was the mother who, when the other family members got off on crack and their kids ended up doing CPS, my mother was the one who go get the family member kids out of CPS. So she was the backbone of the
That's funny because I was just in there, I was saying like, even with me, I feel like a lot of the things I did as far as like when I got caught up in any activity or, you know, being able to just, you know, going down the wrong path, I feel like a lot of it came from me just being like a curious child. And some of that could be like a, you know, wannabe type of trait. I feel like even people that comes from the most gutter, the most slums, it's still a wannabe type of trait because you don't have to do the things, you know what I'm saying, that you see going on. All my homeboys come from the slums, and they really didn't want to be from the slums. Yeah, them niggas wanted to spend the night at my house. They knew where was white girls and Mexican girls, and they didn't have to fight. It was a relief for them. It was the kids who didn't grow up in the hood that wanted to go mimic the hood. The kids who was in the hood, homie, they really didn't want to be homeless. Most of the niggas who started selling drugs were selling drugs out of need. Most were selling drugs out of greed. So our mothers taught us right from wrong. The culture propagated that shit, right? So one time I took my little cousin stealing cars one time. I got away, they got caught. But my mama walked into the juvenile detention center. First thing she said is, I know Charleston was a nigga. My mama wants you to tell the police the truth. Most niggas' mamas, if they get in trouble with the police, homie, is coming down there and telling you, tell these people the truth. It's the culture that's saying, don't snitch. But if nigga, your mama gonna be the one who pay for the lawyer. And the lawyer and your mama say, hey, what happened? You want a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old kid to look at his mama and the lawyer and say, I'm not gonna tell y'all?
homie, we can't. So, nigga, I heard a person say, why don't you become the change that you want to see in your community? And nigga, that's what I did. So I took everything that I know that's right and I know that's wrong. And that's my constitution as a man. Me and my partner riding in the car together, homie. And I got a job. You convicted fella. You hustle, but you my partner. If nigga, if what the fuck you call, that's your job. If it don't say part, that's your job. Why we gotta go to the jailhouse and sort it out in court? Nigga, let's sort it out now with the truth. Nigga, one of the coldest scriptures that I remember is in spirit and in truth. I don't know nothing else about the Bible. In spirit and in truth. So nigga try to operate in good spirits and tell the truth. That's why I'm so bold. And what I speak out against. Because when I go to my community, nigga, you can't find nobody say nothing bad about what I've done to the black community. I ain't sold dope in the black community. I ain't shot up nobody's mama's house. Nigga, I ain't never shot a gun in a black man. Nigga, all my crimes been predicated against other people across the railroad track. So when I run across the nigga, and he pride himself in causing harm and destruction to black people, I look down on that nigga. Yeah, he can't. And so when a nigga street talk to me, I say, well, nigga, I do this in real life. I really help kids, my nigga. I really work on capital murder and death penalty cases as a criminal defense mitigation specialist. You niggas just be talking. That's how I ended up online, working in the community. That's good. Yeah, that's how I ended up online. My nigga talking shit, mad at the niggas, showing up at the funeral with all the blood clothes on, all the crib clothes on, and you niggas ain't standing on his Mississippi in the ground. Mama them still hold the funeral home him at the motherfucking graveyard, and all you niggas got on these motherfucking t-shirts. That's matching. No, nigga, I started out. So I started using shaming tactics on me, whether that's rappers, because at some point as black people we have to be ashamed of who we are and what we become today compared to where we come from.
I got a question on top of that. Can you remember your first viral video, like the first video that went viral that you were like, oh, okay, I got that. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga threatened. I was online talking about Black Lives Matter, saying fuck George Floyd or something. And this four-tray gangster crip got online and started saying, well, drop your location. And I drove to the police department, nigga, and parked in the police department smoking a blunt. And turned that motherfucker around and said, Fort Worth Police Department. And you told, come on, meet me here, nigga. So yeah, I went viral. And what happened was a rapper sister, this rapper by the name of Spud Boom, his sister ended up making a video saying, man snitches on Harvard Street Crips. And it went viral on World Star. And yeah, I've been playing snitch ever since then.
Is there anything that went viral currently that you have regretted saying or doing? And is there anything that you don't regret saying and doing, but people say you should?
I don't regret nothing, because everything was calculated. Everything was strategically done. I came to the internet with a plan. I knew that there's a bunch of people watching and they feeling, so I come to play on everybody's feelings. The fact that most people are dumb. They're sitting around watching on the internet. I don't regret nothing. And that's a good point. I said, you really have to be negative.
And before you say this, I feel, me personally, I feel like God created this balance of negativity and positivity to be able to flip it. You know what I'm saying? You got to use both. So I feel like, do you feel you have to be negative to get people's attention to make it positive?
Yeah.
Because I feel like when you do something positive, people don't really listen. But as soon as you do something negative, all eyes is on you.
So I was when was the Baltimore and Ferguson riots? Whenever they had the Baltimore and Ferguson riots, I was live on Facebook with Barack Obama on a private phone call. That didn't go nowhere. For 3 years in a row, I went to Washington, D.C., and I walked Congressional Hall, and I've worked with over 50 U.S. congressional members to keep juvenile life without parole abolished in this country by way over the We went to the Supreme Court to do this. It's a guy by the name of Eric Brown, who we helped free out of Angola, who had a life sentence. I hadn't even met this guy yet. So I've been working on this law and legislation for 3 years. Put that online. I had a summer feeding program, homie, where we fed kids every summer, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the entire summer, 7 days a week. I did that every day. That did never go viral. I went to city council and would go live every Tuesday at city council meeting, homie, talking about everything from STDs to unsafe. So now, I done booked and fought the police and went live. Man, I've actually done a news story with News 21, which is the Walter Cronkite journalism school. I partnered with them in 2021. I did a whole spring break week vacation with Mob James, MC, Whiskey, Big Daddy Casino, with a whole bunch of rappers that are doing out of tennis. I went live every day on Instagram. It never went viral. So I understand that if Dr. King was alive today, nobody would listen to him. That's why you don't hear people playing positive rap. That's why you don't. And I was yelling too. I relate to it. I figured out, like, I was going through a awakening part of my life, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna start rapping about murder, guns, and all that, right? And I realized, like, when I was trying to put that out, it went appreciated by, don't get me wrong, it went appreciated by some people, but it was still not deemed, it didn't hit like how it hit if I say, bang, bang, boom, kill. From 2012 to 2017, I never posted on the internet. I never would smoke weed. I never would smoke weed in front of a camera. I never would use the word nigga. I wore a bow tie. It wasn't that I really mac and cheese from the project. I would come in and say, look at young brother. Come on, brother, don't do that. Many of the niggas will look at me. Come on, queen, don't do that. Yeah. Well, when I see the old man come say, boy, if you don't sit your ugly ass down, boy, I thought how to respond to that. When their mothers come to pick them up, I heard they mother, boy, beat your motherfucking ass. So shit, nigga, I come talking like that the next day and saw that I gotta be able to respond. Yeah. Because that's what they relate to. If you sitting around listening to a rapper say, bitch, fuck your hoe, suck your dick. When your mama say, hey, Johnny, can you please clean up? He can't relate to that. If you don't pick that goddamn shit up, you have to. That's what they relate to.
You gotta use some type of negative.
It goes, man. Once I say everything is the internet, the algorithm pushes back on anything positive.
For sure.
The algorithm of the internet, if you have a positive title, if you have a positive narrative, the algorithm pushes you back. If you want to be at the top of viral videos, if you want 100,000, if you want 1 million views, you better trick these people thinking something negative in here.
And this was another question I had.